11 minutes past 8.
The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
The view from Ariel L's place.
Let's take a look out of Ariel L's window this morning. Morning, Ariel.
Morning, Wammo. How are you today?
Very well, very well. Is the weather starting to come right there for Cup Week?
Oh, mate, it looks like there was a bit of a... But we had to cancel Friday night down here with our Guy Fawkes display because of a roaring southerly that came through, but then fortunately it all came dry. But yeah, things are looking okay for Cup Week, actually. It looks like there's not too much intrepid weather at all, so the hats won't get blown off people's heads.
Did they end up putting it on the Saturday at Brighton? Or?
They did put it on the Saturday, and it was a beautiful evening. And actually, it turned into an absolute pearler, and Sunday was even better. But I think they let off something like 40,000 fireworks or something like that over a period of 14 minutes.
Well, and if each firework was, what would you get average price of each firework? Because the big fireworks probably $20.
They've been the commercial fireworks and not the ones you buy in the stores. And I'd say that's a good couple of $100,000 being thrown down the toilet. I definitely think, in the earthquake ravaged Canterbury, that's a good way to spend some money. But everyone was happy. But you hear this year there was some people were not happy at all with the quality of firework.
Oh,
no,
okay.
There's been quite a lot
snobs.
of complaints actually on with people as far as the quality of firework that's been bought in. Even though there was twice the amount of fireworks brought into the country, people weren't getting bang for their buck, I think is the word for it.
You're talking about what people were buying in stores?
Yeah, this is true. They're not happy. They'd go and they'd have a big anticipation of the big bang, and oh no, away she went. But I had a great time on Saturday night. Friday night was a bit wet, of course. So Saturday night we had our one, and every year I grab a box and I put it away, and so I'd have this sort of stock rotation on fireworks happening. And so I went into the back of the old warehouse there, had a bit of and I found a box that I'd been stashed for a couple of years and pulled out. And there were a couple of huge ones. I thought, I better let these go. And I thought, being stock rotation and everything, that's what you do. And a couple of them went off, mate. I tell you what, they were absolutely amazing. So when it came to bang for my buck, I definitely got a lot of bang for buck. But the problem is now the product that I have stacked in the back of the cupboard, I'm a bit worried. And next year or the year after, I'm going to light them, and they're not going to go bang.
You've got some fizzes on the way by the sounds of it.
I've got a bit of a letdown coming, Wammo.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't know what was the situation in Christchurch with selling the fireworks, because I noticed in Auckland there were a lot of cowboys just in tents on the side of the road and houses down suburban streets. They were being sold all over the show.
Exactly. Well, in the past, the warehouse has this policy that if you have an FPOS card and an FPOS card and a heartbeat, they'll sell you fireworks. But now it's true. It seems that if you've got a heartbeat, you're allowed to sell them.
Yeah, I thought there was some kind of license required. I don't know how that people were getting a hold of these in bulk to sell them.
Yeah, and then in dirty old Lindwin, I did notice a store that started up the week prior and was selling them out the front door as well. But I think there must have been something gone down. But I think, no call-outs on Friday or Saturday night in Canterbury for
well, that's good.
Due to the rain, I think, Wammo.
Yeah, and probably maybe people with the whole earthquake business, everyone's just being a little bit more sensible.
Oh, possibly. I don't know about that. But I tell you what has happened is inner city violence has gone. There's been a social experiment been going on, Wammo, and I don't know whether you're aware of it or not. But in 2008, there was a lot of violence and drug-related things, and so everyone got it. The inner city shoppers got together, or the shop owners got together, and they said, right, let's do something about it. And they installed, and in 2009, June 2009, they installed these speakers all around city malls. And what they've been doing for the last year is they've been playing Mozart.
Really?
Yep, they've been playing Mozart, nothing with a beat, just playing something that slowly just goes through, and a bit of Mozart's been playing. And the figures have come out as far as when comparing to 2008 and 2010 of October, as far as the incidents that have gone on. And these are incidents that have been being helped by the city ambassadors. And you know what city ambassadors are?
What are they?
They're the guys that walk around in sort of the bright coloured vests. That sort of they're not cops, but they're they like to enforce law and just help out and make sure there's no riffraff hanging around.
The modern day crier.
Yeah, exactly. But in October 2008, of antisocial behaviour incidents, there were 77 per week, and for the month of October in 2010, there were 2.
Can we put that down to Quake?
Well, I'd say there's no one in town. There's no one in there also, but due to the fact that the whole city's shut down. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And drug-related incidents, 16 to 0. Could be Quake-related, could be Mozart-related. Wammo. Who
It could
would
be
know?
poltergeist-related.
Yeah, then I thought to myself, with all of this stuff that with the league test in the weekend and everyone throwing bottles and being disorderly, perhaps at league games they played Mozart. Just to settle the crowd.
Just at try time, rather than playing the exponents, they could play some Mozart.
Yeah, but a Mozart, see how that whole rolls through. But, with the World Cup coming on and everything, and New Zealand being in the forefront, it'd be like, here comes, everyone gets in there, they all get raised up, and then a bit of Mozart rolls through, and everyone gets nice and calm and doesn't get excited about the whole thing. And did you watch the Test match in the weekend?
I did not.
You didn't?
No.
We beat England.
Who did?
The All Blacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, well, it wasn't really a fantastic game, but we won. But we're on our way to do our Grand Slam.
Yeah.
And the other thing you would have taken note is Canterbury won the ITM Cup as well, defeating Waikato.
Well done to them.
Yeah, fantastic. You love a bit of rugby.
Oh, I love it. I just bring out the poltergeist thing because of the earthquake, there are more ghosts in Christchurch.
Oh yeah, the old ghost in the closet scenario.
Well, apparently with walls being shaken and roofs coming down and stuff, it's disturbing not only the living but also the dead. And there are more reports of incidences of paranormal activity.
Well, this is true, Wammo. So, incidents of but when things shake and stuff, normally before we had the quake, it was a situation of if something shook, you thought it was a ghost, and now things are shaking all the time. And is it really ghosts, or is it people? Is it people's tricks being played on people's minds?
Oh, you're with the skeptic then.
What's that?
You're with the New Zealand skeptics who see the reports.
I'm on their side, mate. But I tell you what, we had a couple of howlers over the weekend.
A what?
A couple of howler quakes. They just keep. I think we're up to 2,500 now.
Yeah, you had one this morning as well.
Oh, did we? I tell you what, mate. I'm actually not noticing them anymore. I'm even sleeping through them and getting quite used to them. I think when things, the problem's going to be now when they stop shaking. I'll be like, oh shit, something's wrong.
Yeah, will they be over by January? That's when I'm popping down for Fly My Pretties.
Oh, mate, I'm going to that one too. Isn't that going to be a howler?
It's going to be great.
Hey, but there's another big one, mate. Another big one on the cards, and this is a new one. Down in Waitangi weekend, down in Queenstown, there's a Queenstown festival, and the lineup's been laid down at the moment. It's Lady Six, Shapeshifter, and Fat Freddy's.
Oh.
Downtown Brown and the Queenstown Massive are organising a gig out at Arthur's Point, and it's sort of every second year we have Rip On, and this one's going in the year that it's not happening. So book your tickets to Queenstown Waitangi weekend. It's going to be an absolute howler.
And being a young festival, that's the time to turn up and say you were there first.
Yeah, exactly. But the other thing is you always want to get to these festivals before they get too popular, because otherwise all the riffraff comes in, and old people like us, Wammo, we sometimes find it hard to deal with youth having too much of a good time.
We do. We don't like things selling out.
It's like the arrow going through the air. Lead from the front now. Cut the air. Don't be in the shaft.
Thanks very much, Ariel.
See you later, mate.
See ya. Here's the Penknife Glides. This is called Taking the Weight Off, Kiwi.